Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled Daf Yomi B Kuf Nun Vav. Mishnah talks about kinyanim, transactions specifically by a katan. How do you make a kinyan transaction with a katan? Different opinions, being b'mzaka. Can I give it to another person to acquire on behalf of the katan, of the child? This comes up sometimes about mitzvah bachar, where the rabbi wants to give a bar mitzvah bachar present, and let's say he's bar mitzvah on Shabbat itself, and then on Friday he'll give it over to his friend Reuven. The rabbi will give it to Reuven. Please take it on behalf of the katan. So that's discussed in this Mishnah. Another very important question regarding transactions by a katan is on Sukkot. Person goes ahead and doesn't doesn't have enough money, or there's low stock in the town, whatever it may be. In Europe, this certainly occurred plenty of times. And he doesn't have enough sets. He has one set, a Lulav Etrog for him and his child. So what does he do? So on the first day, it has to be his. So he does the mitzvah, and then he's makneh. He makes a transaction and gives it to the child. And we paskin that is a kinyan, it is the child's. But in the Shulchan Aruch Taf Reish Nun Chet, in Or Chaim Sif Yud, it actually says, Sif Vav, sorry, it actually says that once it's his, now he can't makneh. He has the ability to have a kinyan that becomes his, but he cannot give it to anyone else now. So that's fine. You do the mitzvah, then you give it to someone else. You give it to the child. Now it's his. And then the next day, it might still be his, but it doesn't matter the rest of Yontif. That's all fine and well. What happens if it's the second day Yontif, where you're going to have 2 days of Yontif? Or let's say a person doesn't have a lot of money. He has one set. He has 3, 4 kids under bar mitzvah age. He gives it to one. That's it. He can't give it to any other kids now. So there are those that want to say that when it comes to the mitzvah of chinuch, the child has to have a proper set. And when we say, I'm going to buy my child a chinuch set, it doesn't mean I'm going to buy him a set that's not kosher. It means I'll buy him a basic set, but halachically it's fine. So yes, it's true, it has to be fine, halachically it has to be kosher, but maybe the idea of lachash, shalchas, be yours on the first day, maybe that doesn't apply to a child. Or no, do you say the mitzvah of chinuch means that all the trappings of the mitzvah of sukkah, of lulav, that applies to an adult, that's exactly what applies to a child? So there are different opinions on this question. And Rav Kanievsky, the disciple of, was a bit more maker, and he held that as long as halachically has a proper set, it doesn't matter if it's lachem, it's yours on the first day or not, because as long as the basic set is fine. And that's an external part from the mitzvah, not crucial for china. Others say not. So Mitzvah Hashem is just a theoretical shaila, and if it is a practical shaila, where a person has one set, he has a few different kids who are under the age of chiyah, or the age of chiyah, but not bar mitzvah, and he can make a kinyan to one of them, not to the others, he's talking over the Rav what to do